Destiny 2 Beyond Light is here, and with it comes brand new weapons added to the game. In this video, we're going to take a look at one of those new weapons, Stars in Shadow, a brand new pulse rifle, and we're going to look at all the perks you can get on this weapon. I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the best PvE perks, best PvP perks, and also let you guys know the god roll that I'll be chasing this season. And the video starts right now. Hey, what is up guys, Speer Gaming here, helping you get good at Destiny. Now if you're new here and you will check out more guides like this one, remember to click subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Today we're talking about Stars in Shadow. Now Stars in Shadow is a pulse rifle and it is added into the random Crucible loot pool. So you can get this to drop at the end of matches, and it's the same archetype as Redrick's Broadsword, which means it's doing pretty good in this sandbox. So I'm going to go ahead and go over all of the perks you can get on the Stars in Shadow pulse rifle, and as we go I'll highlight what I think are the best perks for PvE and for PvP. Keep in mind, this is of course my recommendations for perks for the god roll, and if you guys have anything different or what you think is the best perks for you, definitely let me know in the comments section down below. So let's get started. Alright, so first up, taking a look at the perks you can get on the barrel for Stars in Shadow. We have Hammer Forged Rifling, Polygonal Rifling, Small Bore, Arrowhead Brake, Fluted Barrel, Extended Barrel, Chambered Compensator, Corkscrew Rifling, and Full Bore. Those are all the barrel perks you can get on the Stars in Shadow. Now when it comes to the barrel perk for Stars in Shadow, you really want to find anything for PvE that's going to help boost recoil or stability. For PvP, you want to prioritize stability, but you can also look for something that might boost your range as well. So personally for PvE, I would recommend Arrowhead Brake or Fluted Barrel. For PvP, Extended Barrel, and if you want something that's good for both, you can always go for Hammer Forged Rifling, Polygonal Rifling, or Small Bore. Alright, so next up we're going to take a look at the magazine perks for Stars in Shadow. Now this pulse rifle can roll with Tactical Mag, Appended Mag, Extended Mag, Flared Magwell, Accurized Rounds, Steady Rounds, and Alloy Magazine. These are all the magazine perks on the Stars in Shadow. Now when it comes to magazine perks for this pulse rifle in PvE, you definitely want to look for something that might increase the magazine size as well as something that will help boost its stability. For PvP, of course, you want to prioritize stability as well as range. So when the magazine perks, my recommendations for PvE would be Appended Mag, Extended Mag, Flared Magwell. For PvP, you're going to want to look for either Accurized Rounds or Steady Rounds, and for both PvP and PvE, Tactical Mag is going to be a good option. Alright, now next up, moving on to the first perk slot for the Stars in Shadow, and there's quite a few different perks on this slot. It can roll with Outlaw, Field Prep, Feeding Frenzy, Firmly Planted, Quick Draw, Surplus, a brand new perk, increases handling, reload speed, and stability for each fully charged ability. You can also get Killing Wind, Threat Detector, Genesis, Underdog, Pulse Monitor, and Grave Robber. These are all the perks you can get in the first slot on the Stars in Shadow. Now when it comes to PvE, you want to look for something that increases your reload speed for this gun. For PvP, anything that's going to boost your stats such as stability, handling, or range. So my recommendations for PvE would be Field Prep or Feeding Frenzy. For PvP, Firmly Planted, Quick Draw, Surp, or Killing Wind. And if you're looking for a good perk for both PvE and PvP, you can always go with Outlaw. Alright, next up, moving on to the second perk slot, and there's just as many perks in this slot. The Stars in Shadow can roll with Disruption Break, Kill Clip, Demolitionist, Dragonfly, Vorpal Weapon, Headseeker, Moving Target, Eye of the Storm, Snapshot, Thresh. Killing combatants with this weapon generates a small amount of super energy, Sympathetic Arsenal, or Elemental Capacitor. These are all the perks you can get on the Stars in Shadow in the second slot. Now when it comes to PvE for the Stars in Shadow, in this slot, anything that's going to help kill enemies quicker, such as damage dealing perks or area of effect, is definitely going to be good. And for PvP, again, anything that's going to boost your stats, such as handling, range, or just all out damage perks, those are pretty good as well. So my recommendations for PvE would be Demolitionist, Dragonfly, or Vorpal Weapon. For PvP, you're going to want to look for Headseeker or Moving Target. And for both PvP and PvE, Disruption Break as well as Kill Clip. These are going to be my recommendations for the Stars in Shadow. So now that we know all of the perks you can get on this pulse rifle, what would I consider the god roll for PvE as well as PvP? Now for me personally, this is a pulse rifle I would want to use in Crucible. There is some situations where this could be pretty good in PvE, but I think this is definitely going to shine in the Crucible, so I will be going for the PvP God roll. But first up, the PvE God roll that I would give would be Arrowhead Break, Extended Mag, Feeding Frenzy, and Demolitionist. This is the PvE God roll I would say for the Stars in Shadow. I think the synergy between Feeding Frenzy, Demolitionist is pretty good. As you get more kills, you're going to reload your pulse rifle quicker, as well as each kill you get is going to charge up your grenade. Also with Extended Mag, you're going to have a lower reload speed, but Feeding Frenzy makes up for that, so I think all around this is a pretty good roll. Now, of course, this is my recommendation for the God roll. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Alright, so next up, what would I consider the PvP God roll for the Stars in Shadow? So this is the roll that I'm actually wanting to go for. The PvP God roll for Stars in Shadow for me would be Extended Barrel, Steady Rounds, Surplus with Kill Clip. Surplus is an extremely good perk, especially in the Crucible. It does 3 different things: increases handling, reload speed, and stability for each of your fully charged abilities. So for me as a hunter, constantly having my dodge available, especially if I'm running 6 Coyote, there's always a good chance that I'll be getting a good portion of the benefits from Surplus. Kill Clip, of course, is a great damage dealing perk in the Crucible. So this is the God roll I would say for me for Stars in Shadow. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. But that is going to be all of the perks you can get on Stars in Shadow, as well as my recommendations for PvE and PvP God roll. Again, these are my recommendations, so if you guys have any other thoughts on what you would consider the God roll, please let me know in the comments section down below. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope this guide helped you out, so that way you have an idea of what perks you should look for on this pulse rifle. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to check out another guide just like this one, remember to click the link on screen now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.